Y'all tired of going out looking crazy, or you're tired of going somewhere and you just have on way too much makeup? Do you need a good balance? Are you trying to look like a bronze statue and or goddess in the summertime? Then yes, hello. You have stumbled upon the right video. Hello. Welcome back to my channel. Or if you have not been here, my name is Candace. I do a lot of like beauty, lifestyle, fashion, all of that at this channel. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, you should probably stick around.
Every time I see you, get a feeling like I'm so high. Tell me, am I dreaming? How the hell you looking so fly? I just got a meeting when I looked at you today. I got problems, baby, and I need you to save me.
This look here today that I have created, so simple, y'all. Also, I've had some new products and they have just been kind of sitting there, so I really want to try it out, put it together, and I'm pretty sure I love like everything that I use today. Started off, first of all, don't mind my skin. I swear to God, it's like freaking out today, but whatever. So I went in and primed my skin already with the Morphe Equalizer primer, and I color corrected already with my NYX Correct and Conceal palette in the color Deep. And I went in and I mixed kind of the yellow and the orange and just kind of put that on darker spots, areas, all of that jazz. So I'm going to be using the Natasha Denona Zendo palette. So it looks like this. And I'm going to be working with literally like 3 shades. Probably this one, and this one. Or this, and this. Something like that, okay? So I have already primed my eyes with my Louise Rumour 5. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to go in is with this balance color. Alright, so I'm going to go in with that balance color and we're going to balance out the eyelids. I'm just going to add a little bit starting in the crease and I'm going to bring it up. I'm not going to bring it all the way up to the brow. You guys know, or if you don't know, now you know, I like to leave a little bit of space there. So I'm just using like windshield wiper motions, just kind of buffing it in. And just adding a really nice light wash of color. Okay, so I'm going to add just a second layer and just keep it a little bit tighter into the crease. Just to build it up just a little bit more. Y'all are going to see what I mean when I say it's so simple though. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other eye. This is kind of like a go-to look too for when I want to look put together, but I don't actually want to get put together, you know. So let's go in. I'm going to switch brushes and I'm going to go in with this Mindful color, which is this bottom one. It's a very pretty like reddish coppery color. So yeah, I just go ahead and use that Mindful color and I kind of pretend it's a little bit of a smoky eye and I start to pack it onto the lid. Then I slowly blend it into the crease. Now you want to make sure that you have most of that color concentrated onto the lid. You don't want to bring it up as high as the first color, and if you hit your brow bone, then you've probably gone too far. So just be mindful with your placement and just don't go past the crease pretty much. So this is the next step, kind of optional, but I don't know, do it. So I take this light pink color and I just go back, and where my brow bone highlight meets that first color, I just blend out that little line. You don't want any harsh lines and anything. That's not what we do over here. So I just go ahead and blend that out. So next I'm going to take kind of this sparkly color Sense, and I'm going to focus it right on the inner part of the eye. I put it kind of in the tear duct area. I put it not so far onto the lid, but I keep it really nice in the corner, and I even bring it up into the corner a little bit. It just works well with my eye shape. It opens it up, adds a pop of color without getting too crazy. So yeah, I like this step a lot. And I'm just explaining that I am not going to do any eyeliner. I'm just going to pop on some mascara, and then through movie magic. Now moving on to the face, now that we've done this, it's also going to be equally pretty simple. I am going to use my Dior Forever foundation. I actually haven't used this before. This is a color 5N. I did swatch it and it was a tiny bit dark, which would be fine in the summer, but for right now, just a tiny bit too dark. Whenever anything is too dark, I just throw in a bit of my e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation. This is in the color Caramel. And I find that this one is just a hair light, so it always just kind of balances things out. Also, it's oil free and it gives like a satin finish, so can't go wrong with that. I am going to use my like dual fiber brush from Tarte, and I'm just mixing these together on my little palette here. Okay, so and I'm using a dual fiber brush so that it won't be as heavy of a coverage. So yeah, I use the dual fiber brush to go ahead and shear out the product a little bit more as opposed to like a denser brush that's really going to pack it on. And I am just, I don't know, blending it all over the face. Nothing too crazy over here. And so I just make sure that I'm getting all the nooks and the crannies, getting around the jawline, especially around the hairline. Now that you can see my hairline, I'm kind of working it in there. And I especially go back around my mouth. So then I feel like if I see any darker spots, I go back in with that first color corrector. And I am just going to take kind of that orange color and just try to camouflage this a little bit and just pack that on. Alright, so the next things that I'm going to use, I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Eye Brightener. There we go. So I'm going to use the color Toffee and the color Almond Butter. So I'm going to take the color Toffee first. So when I posted my review and first impressions of the Bright Fix Eye Brightener, you guys saw I used the color corrector. I also used the orange one off camera, but either way, I didn't like them. I don't use them. I return them. So I used the Toffee one in place of the color corrector because it is kind of more of that warmer color. So I am going to put that all under the eye before using my almond butter. That way this is just going to neutralize any like grayness, any shadows, anything like that that I feel that I have under the eye. So then you see me go in now with that almond butter, which is going to actually brighten up everything. So I put a little on the inner corner, a little bit on the outer corner, and I just start to blend that in. I try not to overly highlight my forehead because I have such a big forehead. I will contour and bronze it for sure, but yeah, we ain't really trying to highlight it. I'm gonna build up under the eye just a little bit more. Now you can mix it with like a concealer or something. I personally find that it works best on its own just because of the formula. If it is going to be crease proof and stuff, it kind of is, it's hard to keep it like crease proof, smudge proof, waterproof, whatever, if you start mixing it around with other products. So I just like to keep it, stick with it. How much brighter that looks. Doesn't that look nice? Okay, so I'm going to use a couple different powders. So the first powder I'm going to go in with is my Eylure Mercier in the color Honey, or Translucent Honey, whatever, you know what I mean. I might cook, but I don't bake. But no, y'all know I don't bake. So I am just going to take that Eylure Mercier powder and I am pressing it under the eye. I'm pressing it on the sides of the nose. Basically anywhere that I'm worried about creasing or I just want to set, I just press the powder onto those areas. Now, this step, if you like the glow, I guess you could probably skip it because the Fenty Eye Brighteners are crease proof, so not super optional, but I want this to last throughout the summer, throughout any kind of like sweat, humidity, whatever, so I do it. So now I'm just taking that bronzer, I'm chiseling out the cheeks, I'm acting like, you know, like I got the supermodel face, just going ahead snatching everything. And then I go around this forehead. Honey, I have a lot of real estate in the forehead area, so I am going to bronze the crap out of it, essentially, for lack of better words. So of course I go around the jawline and then I'm going to go back in with the beauty blender and whatever is left from the powder, and I blend it onto the forehead. If I feel like I've gone a little bit too heavy handed, then I just pinch the bronzer brush, go around the nose to add a little bit of color. I saw Drea Vega, Miss Been to Vegas on Instagram use this Marc Jacobs powder. She used a different color, and it is like a finishing smoothing powder. It's got a little bit of like a iridescence to it. It's looking light. It's supposed to be, I think, mostly like translucent. So I don't know. Whatever. So I'm going to just take a little powder brush here, and let's just start out here and see what happens. Oh yeah, see, that's a vibe. So I'm gonna take that, and you guys, I don't know if obsessed is the word. I put this on and it literally was like I was brushing on angel dust. It adds the most pretty like glow. So I think it's perfect for summer, just to really bounce that light, that sun off of this forehead. And yeah, so I just put this basically anywhere that I highlighted. And of course you got to kind of figure out like, oh, am I putting enough? Am I putting too much? But you know, sometimes more is more, and there's nothing wrong with adding more. So I honestly just keep layering it till I am satisfied. Y'all, I actually have a lot of highlighters, which you wouldn't know because I don't seem like I use a lot. I'm going to use Gold Deposit, oldie but goodie. And let's just... So here I'm just adding the highlighter all over the higher points of my face. And of course, like chin, lip, all of that. Sometimes a little bit on the décolletage. Then I'm going to go in with my Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. And that is just going to be to set the rest of my face, mostly around my jawline, since, hey, I'm still wearing a mask every now and then. And of course, I am just going to kind of set where my forehead is. Now I'm taking a really pretty Urban Decay blue liner, and I am just going to put that in my waterline just for a pop of color because I really like blues and oranges together. Ugh, isn't that pretty? Oh, love it. Okay, so this product, I said I hated it. I wasn't going to use it anymore. Then I used it a little bit, and I was like, okay, I kind of like this. So the Maybelline Glass Spray, super strong though, so I should not have had my mouth partially open for that. But I love the glow that it gets, and I feel like it's very summery. So then I'm going to go over with my Milk Hydro Grip and add just... Okay, so I just kind of wiped off my lips, and then I'm going to go in with the... This is Milky Gloss from NYX. I actually haven't tried this, but it seems like it should work. And this is the color Milk the Cocoa. I don't know if that's supposed to be a pun or like a play on words, but I don't really get it. Okay, though. So yeah, I'm going in first with a layer of that Milk the Cocoa color. And then I decided it's a little bit too dark, too gray, not what I'm going for. So I'm going to grab another one in the color Moody Peach. And I'm going to add a little bit of that to see if I can kind of brighten it up and give it more of a nude look. And then I decided that that wasn't even bright enough. So I grabbed the last color, which is Milk and Honey. And that is going to be kind of really the milkiest color that I have. And I just added a smidge of that. And then I'm like, okay, this is a nude that I can get behind. Better. All right, so now give you some final thoughts. All of that good stuff, okay? Okay, so this is how the look came out. I did go a little crazy. Put a little glass spray on my chest. Put a little highlighter. Put a little on the shoulder. Honestly, first of all, that Marc Jacobs powder... amazing. Like over top of my other powder in combination with a highlight, it just worked really well. Adding in all that bronzer really just helped, I find, tie it together and give us this gold goddess effect, which is what we want. So I'm excited to try the Dior foundation by itself when I do get a little bit of my summer tan. The eyeshadow obviously is ridiculous and amazing, and I can't wait to play and dabble in the other little colors. And the lip glosses are, yeah, they're milky. I don't know, they're milky, but they don't look ashy to me. If you love this video, give me a like, leave me a comment. I feel like y'all don't leave me enough comments, and I want to talk to y'all, and I want y'all to talk to me. So leave me a comment below, subscribe on your way out, and per usual, if you know me, you know the drill. I will leave a couple of videos right here for you to check it out on your way out, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.